Hey, welcome to Wow Wednesday. Today we're going to be planting some seeds. So our materials are some seed packets, some soil, 2 cups that are clear so that we'll be able to see the growth, and a spray bottle of some water. Does anybody know the 3 things a plant needs to grow? I'm going to give you some clues. The first one is it needs light from the giant star in the sky. Anyone know what it is? You got it, it's the sun. So in order to grow, a plant needs sunlight. Here's your next clue. The next thing a plant needs to grow comes also from the sky, usually from the clouds in form of precipitation. That big science word we've learned before, precipitation. Do you know what it is? That's right, it's the water. The water that comes from the sky, the rain. So to grow a plant, we need sunlight, we need rain or other water if we're growing it in a cup. And the last thing we need gives the plant nutrition. It's kind of like the vitamins for the plant. And I'll give you a hint on this one. You might see worms wiggling around in there, and it's the top layer of the earth. You got it? That's right, it's the soil. We got it right here. So watch today. We are going to fill our 2 little cups since I have 2 different kinds of seeds today. They just both happen to be orange. I've got pumpkin seeds and carrot seeds. So what we're going to do when we grow them in the cup, you can't really imagine a giant pumpkin growing out of this cup, can you? We're actually just going to germinate the seeds. To germinate means to sprout the seed, so it changes from a seed to a growing thing, where it's going to develop the roots from the bottom of the seed and the stem in the top of the seed. So once it starts growing pretty well in a few weeks, that's your chance to move it out of these little cups, and you should put it in your garden or at least in a larger planter that you have at home. This soil I have is very wet. Since we've had so much rain lately, I got this soil out of a planter I had in front of my house. And so we're actually not going to need to water this very much, and I'm going to want to leave it in a fairly sunny spot just so that it does have a little time to dry out and for the sunlight to help that happen. So let's start with these pumpkin seeds. Dun, da, da, da. We looked at these in the fall when we were learning about pumpkins, and we've learned about the pumpkin life cycle, so now we're going to get to see some of this in action. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to place 2 of the pumpkin seeds. Here, I'll just put a few down here. My cameraman can show you those. Very good. I'm just going to place 2 of them in my cup, and then I'm going to cover them with a little bit more soil. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, since my soil is so wet, I don't really need to give it much water. If the soil you're using at your house is dry, then definitely give it some squirts of water. You just give it a little spray like this, and you put it in a sunny spot. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with my carrot seeds. I'll show you that they're a little bit different from the pumpkin seeds. Maybe. They're actually a lot different from the pumpkin seeds. Look at these. What are some things that you notice about the carrot seeds? Well, the main one I know you all see is they're much, much smaller. So I just put a little bit of a handful of the carrot seeds in my little cup. And I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the larger seeds. I'll take that stick out of there. And I'm going to cover the seeds. Just enough so everything's covered. And again, what would I do next? Our plants need soil, water, and sunlight to grow. So they've got the soil, here's the water, and I'll leave them out in the sunlight to grow. So please keep me updated on what you've planted, and we'll check in sporadically throughout the next few weeks to see what we've been growing in our cups. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.